Hello, bitches and gays, and welcome to another episode of the PipeBomb Podcast here on YouTube. It's me, Gigi.
And I'm here, Jimmy James.
It's me, Blake. What's up?
And the return of Sam.
Hey, Sam. We missed you.
I'm back.
Thank you.
How is it in the UK? Is it cold?
Yeah, it's really cold. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I honestly think it's, like, the weather and whatnot. But, like, even in my house, like, my radiators are just so cold all the time.
It's not even that cold here. It's crazy.
Lucky bastard.
Have you been cuddling with Ryback to keep you warm?
Yes. Every day.
I don't get your little fantasy right back. I just don't get it.
One day, you will just wake up and you will understand.
In jail?
Together, but...
I feel like I gotta...
I guess he's cute in, like, if you had, like, 5 shots of tequila type of way.
Oh, my God. So, Gigi, basically, you're calling Ryback at 3 a.m.
More like a 4 a.m., like a 4:30.
I don't know. The sun starts to rise after that. I don't know.
You shady, bitch.
I am shady. I feel like if you want a guy like Ryback, you just gotta commit a crime and get thrown into, like, the Fennelly prison, and you'll find him there.
That's such a good idea. Maybe I might have to disappear again.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my
God.
Fix it,
Do you have him
Jesus.
take steroid shots?
Pardon?
Do you have him take steroid shots?
No. I'll help him. In the blood.
Oh my God! You know how he looks like he's so juiced up? Do you think he has a small penis? Because they say that guys with steroids have small dicks.
I don't really care. It's not like...
There's
about
not much of a
that. It's how
bulge
you
in that
use it.
thing, though.
It's how you use it.
The motion in the ocean, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
Girl, that is all you. Ain't nobody fighting you for Ryback. That is all you.
Yay! He's mine! I win!
So let's leave Roy back alone, and let's get into the awesome of our topic that we're going to talk about.
Royd back. I love it.
So we have a few things on the docket today. The first one is some Total Divas videos leaked this week. And there's about 4 of them. We're going to go through them. The first one that I saw was Brie and Nikki. They're sitting down at the table. And Brie pretty much reveals that the family met with John and told them, like, oh, Nikki needs to be happy. She wants kids and stuff like that. And that's why her and John are on a break now. And she's mad. And she's going to leave, but Brie has to keep.
Girl,
So what did you guys think of this video?
I thought it was hilarious how... Actually, you know what? I don't think it was hilarious. I thought it was so, like, they were, like, invading her privacy. Like, okay, I understand, like, you guys feel it for your sister and you guys want your sister to be happy, but if your sister's telling you she's happy and this is her life, she's a grown-ass woman, she's not 16 years old, and she wants to be with this man, and she's come to terms that he doesn't want to get married or have kids, and she's fine with it, that's none of your fucking business if that's what she chooses. At the end of the day, if she gets hurt, that's on her. You just got to be there to pick her up. That's your job. You don't go and dictate her life. So I feel for Nikki Bella when she was talking about, and Brie is a bitch. I'm sorry. Like, when, like, everybody likes to think that Nikki's a bitch because Nikki's more outspoken, but Brie is that conniving bitch sitting in the corner. How she was like, when Nikki was talking about it, she's like, oh, you guys went out with lunch with him? She's like, breakfast. Yo, if that was me and my sister, I would have, like, threw my drink at her. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. And Nikki was trying to keep it together. I feel like it was because the camera was there. She was trying to, like, not come out of character. But if it was me, I would tell my sister, shut the fuck up before you're wearing this drink for breakfast, bitch. Like, I was over it. And then when Nikki got up, she's like, where you going? You can't go anywhere. I drove. I was like, this shady bitch. Shady. But Brie, you are pulling in the ratings, though.
God.
I can't. That's all I gotta say about it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't really pass comment.
Like, what are your thoughts on your girls beefing?
I
know.
100% feel for Nikki. Brie had no right, none of the family had any right to stick their nose somewhere where it didn't belong. Like, I'm thinking about right now, like, if my family had gone to, like, my girlfriend and wanted to say, like, he changed his thoughts on marriage and kids, whatever, I'd be damned if any one of my family members would ever want to invade with my relationship at all. And so I feel for Nikki, and then I agree with James. Brie was so shady. She brought her over to the house, and, like, she's like, well, I drove. She brought her over to the house, and then she wanted, like, she knew Nikki was going to flip out and shit. So, like, she went to the house, she's like, wait, no, I drove. Like, so shady. And with her brother, he's getting a little too big for his britches. He's, like, screaming at her, and I'm like, you need to sit down. Like, why are you getting involved in girl drama? You need to sit down.
I feel like I feel like he's jealous of his sisters, honestly.
He is. The spotlight is not on you. I'm sorry. You got your little 15 minutes of fame on Raw. Whoop-de-doo. Like, no, sit
And he
down.
was like, it's not even like they were talking to her. I really feel like she was attacked.
She was bashed. There was a
Yeah,
fight.
they attacked her. The mom I give it to her mom. Her mom tried to, like, cool it out. Her mom was trying to go
Stay
the right,
neutral.
Yeah, she was trying to go the right route with it. She was talking, but the way that JJ and Brie came at her, it was just, like, so, like, catty. It was like 2 sisters, like, coming at her because they're jealous because she's wearing their shirt or something. I was like, grow up. Grow up. I was over it.
I like to say it's like usually the Nikki and Brie fights are so hilarious, but when JJ jumps in, I'm like, boys, stop. I swear he's like so just he might later go off so bad because I just feel like he has no reason to be jumping into their shit like that. He stood up and he always like has on his Fandango shit. And he's like, Nikki, you just don't seem happy. I'm saying here, like, if she's like seeing John Cena's dick, but she's not gonna get kids, it's fine. And they're like, you're not happy. Like, you can't tell someone how they feel. And then I always feel bad for their mom because she has so much stress on her face. Like, these 3 little bitches. Like,
I know. But the thing with JJ is, like, he's the only boy, and he grew up with
True.
3 women. You know what I mean? So I can understand why he's so catty. Like, I don't think he's gay at all. I just think, like, this is just what he grew up to. This is how that's how his sisters used to come at him. Because, come on, look at Brie. I can picture Brie just tearing it into JJ when they were younger, just running her mouth. So that's just how they argue. I understand that's how family is. But the way that they all ganged up on Nikki, it was just so wrong. I understand, like, they're coming from a good place. They want their sister to be happy. But if she's telling you she's happy, shut the fuck up and let the bitch be. And when she gets her heart broken, like you assume she will, which all of us believe that John Cena's just going to leave her. I believe it. And the way that they told John, they told John, oh, you should leave her, you should let her go, like basically making the decision for her. That's really messed up. It was messed up. And you know what?
And imagine, like, what she even said. I can't even imagine what she said, but I can't even imagine how uncomfortable he made him feel. He must have felt so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you to go sit down at a lunch, breakfast? You know, whatever. Like, stop it. Like, stop it. Like, if anything, the brother, JJ, he should be the mediator between the 2 twins.
Exactly.
No, he's, like, teaming up on Brie, want to get at her. Like, you need to calm down. I'm so over
You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
You know, the only thing,
Exactly.
the thing with this whole thing is, it just made me so excited to see this whole fight, like, evolve and
Yes.
come out and everything. And I just hope it, like, you know how I love Total Divas to be separated from Raw, but sometimes with the Bella Twins, I feel like Total Divas could help out their little feud, their Bella feud.
I think it will.
It's so personal. It's so personal. And Bree's in her business and all this bullshit. I feel like they could bring that attention out to Total Divas. I feel like the only reason why they won't is because they don't want to put John Cena with Nikki Bella on TV for some reason. They won't.
Because she's a heel.
I know, but there's other ways they can go about it. Like, they can make her, like, cheat on John with Seth and have them break up on TV.
But then again, Bree's a heel and Brian's a face, and they're, like, all together backstage. So it could work.
I'm
I
still
just
at
think,
the
like,
point where I think Brie is pretending to be on Nikki's side, and then she's just going to pull a page out of Paige's book and, like, challenge her and then win the title from her. I feel like Brie's going to take the belt from Nikki.
Oh, I agree.
I'm thinking.
I think if it's going to be anyone, it should be Brie.
It should.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep. We were talking about the bells for a little too long.
You're shady.
But we had another scene. It was pretty much not that much information. It's just like an extended scene of John and Nikki in the kitchen when he's all like, "Oh, when you love something, you gotta let it be happy or whatever."
Oh.
And then Nikki, she like leaves. Like, this bitch is always leaving the house. Like, she just can't. Like, she just like runs away. I find it hilarious. But
She's
yeah,
an
so
emotional
the
girl.
next.
She's an emotional girl. The world revolves.
She's emotional, but she never told anybody that.
But we do see that we're going to talk about it on the last clip, but on the sizzle reel, her and John do end up back together. So I find it a little less climactic when we know, okay, they're going to end up fucking again. So, but yeah, talk fucking up. Nattie, she goes to a party. It's Paige's party. I guess like she's having a little shindig, and she just moved to Florida. She has her little apartment, and some superstars are there. They have a lot of food. They're grubbing, and Nattie decides to have a brownie, and it's a happy brownie, very happy brownie. And Nattie, she's a straight-laced girl. She doesn't like to do drugs or do any crazy drinking, and she finds out that the brownie has drugs in it. I'm going with weed because what else can you put in a brownie? So she had a little hemp brownie, and she starts getting all upset with Paige, and Paige is laughing, and Fandango is laughing at her. So what did you guys think of the scene with Nattie like throwing a brownie into the toilet?
Paige is, I love it. Like, just this little snippet of Paige has me so excited to see her on the season. And I think Paige, along with Alicia, they're gonna be like the jokesters of the season. Like, because she's 21, so she's young, she's naive and everything. So like, she's gonna be like a little jokester, play pranks on people. So I can't wait to see her. But with the whole brownie thing, like, I can't. And Fandango, like, he was just sitting back. He's like, "There's other food over there too. I mean, you already ate that, but there's other food over there if you don't want weed in it." Like, he's just so shady. Like, the fact that was it in his apartment?
I'm not sure. It's just like at somebody's party.
Yeah, like, he was just like, and then Paige was like, "Oh, well, I mean, you ate that already. I mean, there's other food over there." Like, just so shady.
I don't know. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't believe it's, like, authentic. I think it's scripted for the show because WWE is so, like, with the drug thing and, like, RVD got suspended, Jack Swagger, all these guys with medical marijuana, all this bullshit. So I don't feel like, I think it's just for TV, honestly. I think it's scripted. But
Me too.
overall, I think it was hilarious because Paige was just dying laughing. She couldn't keep a straight face when Nattie was. I feel like everybody was in the know that it's scripted except for Nattie. You know what I mean? Because they wanted a reaction from Nattie, and she was like all dramatic. She flushed it down the toilet. She's like, I don't do
super
drugs.
extra, super
She's
extra.
like, I don't do drugs. And I was just like, and then Paige is asking her how does she feel. She's just like, I feel okay and everything. I don't know. Have you guys ever tried the brownies with the weed in it?
Yes.
I've tried it.
I've had pizza with it as well. It's even nicer.
What did you say, Sam?
Have it with pizza instead of brownies. It's so much nicer.
Pizza?
Yeah, put it on top of the pizza and then put it in the oven.
Oh my god.
Podcast cooking book. Okay.
Like sprinkle the bud on the pizza and then throw it in the oven?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like how James
interesting.
is like, okay, and then you sprinkle it, and you add pepper.
Come on, guys.
PipeBomb Podcast.
I'm like, yes, welcome to the PipeBomb Podcast. No, honestly, because I love my weed, and I thought it was so funny that the Divas were talking about it. But wow, Sam, I'm gonna put that in my black book, and I'll probably look it up.
Oh my God.
soon.
You will not regret it.
I probably won't.
I would find this scene more believable if it was like RVD's party. He's like, hey, Nattie, brownie Nattie. I thought
Serious.
it was cute. Like, I seeing Nattie freak out was so hilarious. She's like, oh my God, I don't do drugs. I'm sitting here like, he's gonna be so afraid if they do like a piss test on Monday when they get back. She'd be like, shit herself.
I know, and it would be funny if Stephanie was the
Do
one
you,
conducting.
do you genuinely think that, like, if... Okay, with the disagreement about it being scripted and stuff, do you think maybe it's just a prank on Nattie and it's not even in there?
I think it's a prank. Like, they didn't show the full site. They didn't show, like, the full scene, so I think it's
Yeah, I genuinely don't think it's going to be in there because they'll make a big deal about it otherwise, the fact that they are doing it on this show, which is supposed to be real, so I think it's just a prank and it's not even there. But it just proves that Paige is just like, she's still young, she's 21 and she's brave, so she knows what she's doing.
And
She's funny.
Nattie's so uptight and she's so easy to like rile up. So I feel like
gullible.
yeah, so
She's
that's why
gullible.
I feel like Paige was like, oh, let's play this joke on Nattie and blah 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 blah. And it was funny. It made for a good watch. Even that little trailer was so entertaining. It just makes you excited to see the full episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, any more thoughts on the weed brownie, or would anyone like to share any more weed recipes before we go on to the sizzle reel?
All I know is that I can't wait to have
Oh,
my
God,
own
I
little
can't.
weed.
If you use just like basic margarita pizza as well, it tastes better. If you use some flavor,
Oh my
Jesus, Sam, you need to put out a cookbook, and it needs to be called the Pipe Bomb Pop Book. The Pipe Bomb
Okay.
Pop Book. Yes, get it together. We need to stop putting out some merch for this bitch.
Oh my
Because
God.
clearly WWE. All right, off topic real quick. WWE has been pushing out the most nonsense in merchandising. I've just
Yes.
seen so much.
Oh my God!
Stupid...
Let me tell you real quick. Those caps.
Oh.
the
The
Bella.
ponytail.
I cannot even deal.
I think it's just Cameron's weave was all backstage, so they just got it all together and just made a few hats.
Compiled it together.
Oh my God! What about the only cute thing I saw was the Paige onesie, the baby onesie. It said "stink again" on the back. I thought that was cute. I thought that was cute, but they have so much weird merchandise. Like I was just like, who's coming up with this shit? Like I don't get it. Weird.
I was surprised how much like Bella jewelry there is. I was like looking through there. I swear I was like scrolling for 3 days to get past their page. I was like, God damn, like they have like a damn their whole store on here.
I know, Gigi. Was it you, Gigi, who showed us the hats? I think it was you. Who was
Yeah,
it?
I saw it on Tumblr. I'm like, no, this has to be photoshopped. And I like went. I had to go so deep into WWEshop.com to find it, and I did. And there's like one for Brie and one for Nikki and one for oh my God.
You found the Naomi one, and I was just like, they did it. I was like, they tried it with Naomi and that ponytail. Because the first one I saw was the Naomi one. I thought it was a Naomi merch. So I was like, they tried it with Naomi. And then I saw a Nikki Bella, Brie Bella one, AJ one. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is so stupid.
But they're all just
I
the
would not
same
buy that if they
dark
signed
hair.
it. Like,
What'd you say,
Why don't
Sam?
they just do like a summer one, have a blonde one, because like an evil one with red hair. They're all like dark hair and a cat that says like Brie, Nikki, white trash. I don't know.
It's just so tacky. It's
I
just
just feel
so
bad for the
stupid.
parents who are gonna have to buy it. Like the kids like, Mom, I want the Nikki Bella one, and they're sitting here like it's gonna be in the bag of their closet in like 3 days.
I saw some grown ass man on Twitter wearing a Nikki Bella one. I was like, really? You really paid? How much is it? Like $16.99 or something?
Was it Blake?
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Blake is not. I don't think Blake is crazy delusional.
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no. The only merchandise I have of the Bella twins is the shirts and Nikki Bella snapback. So
Oh, the snapback. I want the snapback.
The snapback is cute.
the snapback is really
I only have a
cool.
Brie mode cap.
I'm planning on wearing it to January 19th when I go to Raw.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm going January 17th. Turn up.
Ooh.
Ooh, la la.
Alright.
I want to go to the Madison Square Garden one in New York, but nobody wants to go with me. I'm such a loner. I actually
I'll
want.
come with you. I'll fly over.
We would go with you.
I know. I want to go. I was supposed to go with Megan because Megan lives in Philly. You know, she was supposed to come up and we made these plans for it, but we haven't really talked about it since then when we came up with the idea. But oh well, next time.
A little bit off topic. I'm like browsing through Tumblr and I've just seen some weird American Horror Story WWE and it's got all the views on it. It looks really fucking weird.
Really? Can you
Yeah.
favor that and send it to me later? I love anything American Horror Story and Diva related. I'm here for it.
It's weird. I'll link it and send you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
So the last little video we had for Total Divas was it had no audio, so it's like up to interpretation of what's going on. But it shows like all the divas. It's usually the sizzle reel that they show at the end of the first episode. So like we see Alicia and she like throws something up Cameron's in the pool, so Cameron looks mad, and then we have freaking Rosa trying to suck all of Paige's youth out through her lips and like
Oh my
kisses
god, I
him like
cannot with
bitch,
her.
bitch, no. And then I see Nikki and John by the pool. I didn't see much of Brie and Brian. Nothing crazy. So there's anything that you guys saw that you wanted to talk about?
Go ahead, Sam.
There's like, I think it was on the promo of Alicia Paige, and I think it's Rosa in a car, and Alicia and Paige is like dancing around, and then Rosa in the back just like laughing, probably on crack.
Ooh.
But it just looks really. They're gonna have like a really fun kind of like relationship on it, and it just looks good.
For me, I feel like the trailer, it was cute, even though we couldn't hear it. I thought, clearly it leaked, but I thought it was so odd that the audio wasn't working. And when Blake linked us all of those, like, I was so excited for it. And then when I got to the last one, it didn't work, the super tease. I was like, what the fuck? I really wanted to know what the hell was being said with when Rosa was exposed. When her ass was exposed. And
with
the reaction.
Corona?
Yeah, with that.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was over there crying. I really want to know what he said. To me, I feel like this whole trailer, they kind of just showed how much of a mess Rosa Mendez is, honestly. And like
They shaded her.
Okay, but I don't feel like it's shading her. They're just showing us the Rosa Mendez.
That's just Rosa.
That's her. She's
She woke up
messy.
like that.
She's a messy girl.
She woke up like Dave.
I feel like she's the most
Hotness.
messiest diva on the roster at the moment. Like, she
True.
really is. And like,
True.
I love how when Paige's reaction when she tried to suck the youth out of her, Paige was like, okay, and then she awkwardly smiled. I thought that was hilarious. But if anything, like what I say about Rosa, she's good for the show because she's messy, and she's the only thing that really stood out for me in the show. So I will say that.
Rosa can go, and I wouldn't miss her, to be honest, because she just makes me sad. I'm sitting here like, damn,
Seriously,
you can go so low in life. Like,
I think without like when she got originally cast into it, it was like a shock for everyone because she doesn't really do anything on the roster. She was like the weirdest one to pick. But if they want to try and publicize her a bit, go for it. But you're just ruining this poor girl's life. So.
Well, my quick thoughts on this promo. I can't wait to see what Mark said to Rosa. Like, did she ever heard a double-sided tape? Wear it. Second of all,
I think she got fined. That's why she was.
I think she got fined too because like apparently anytime any part of the body is exposed, you get fined now and stuff like that. But I have 3 questions.
So did Cameron get fined at WrestleMania?
No, because she didn't have a nip slip. It wasn't broadcast. Like Brie
It,
got fined.
like, it actually has to be an actual exposed.
Yeah, you have to be
part.
exposed.
And areola.
Yeah, like Nikki,
Yeah.
it happened to Nikki, it happened to Brie, and
happened to Dolph Ziggler.
it did.
Yeah, his whole trunks came off from when he had the match with Miz.
Oh.
When was
Oh
that?
yeah.
Damn, like,
It was-
so nice.
Gigi, you're gonna have to send this because I'm assuming you put it on speed dial.
I
somewhere,
remember
so.
this.
Yes, I have a
What-
nice little gallery of Dolph Ziggler pictures.
What's it called? But I have 3 questions that I want to ask you guys. 1, will we see marriage between Cena and Nikki? 2nd,
Cena.
Cena and Nikki. Cena, Nikki getting married.
Oh.
And like, will we see a proposal? 2nd one, why was Brie throwing up? And 3rd, do you think Brie is gonna give up her career to be a mom? Because that was in the press release for the promo.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Oh, so maybe they're teasing she might be pregnant in Total Divas.
Maybe so.
She's throwing up. Well, we know
I'm
she's
gonna
not
say-
pregnant.
What are you going to say, James?
I said we know she's not pregnant because she's wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying no to Nikki and John getting married just because I feel like we want to see something already, like, right now. Like, I feel like Nikki couldn't keep that to herself. We want to see some type of ring or Instagram post. Like, it would be a big-ass ring if John Cena did propose, but we might see something like he considers it or, like, he's going to do it or something like that, but I don't think we're going to see that this season. And I think Brie obviously isn't pregnant, but I think she is going to be like, oh, she probably won't say, like, how much time she has left on her contract, but I think she's going to, like, tell Nikki that, oh, I'm going to, and soon this time, like, next year, I'm going to be pregnant.
Hey, the girl wants to get pregnant, go on and have her baby, and come back. I'm all here for it because clearly her family is the WWE at this point. Like, her husband is so deep into the business that if she has a baby, I feel like she would probably be the first diva to give birth and come back on the roster, honestly. And when it comes to Nikki Bella and John Cena, I don't see marriage for them anytime soon. I don't see can't she get married to John Cena? If she gets married, if they get married, I feel like it'll be long after her career with WWE, and it'll be something that pops up in the dirt sheets that we'll be like, oh, John Cena finally married Nikki Bella, and it'll be like a little topic. But I don't think he's gonna marry her anytime soon. John Cena is so fucking busy right now to stop and plan a wedding. So, and I feel like Nikki needs to cool off a bit too. And I feel like right now it's not only Nikki, it's the pressure of everybody else asking him if he's gonna marry.
It's her fucking family, and
yeah,
chill out.
because I feel like Nikki's cooled off a bit, but she's bitched about it so many times to her family members that they're bitching about it too. So I don't know.
I think John and Nikki won't get married. Brie won't leave them baby. I think after all of this that she looked after Daniel, well, Brian rather, not Daniel. I think he'd like return the favor and kind of like help her out. So maybe stand by her if she chooses to, but I don't think she will do at the moment. And Brie was probably thrown up because of Brie mode.
True. Hangover the next day.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So any more thoughts on the scissor rip?
What, sorry?
Any more thoughts on the little super teaser?
Oh, I can't wait for the reaction between Alicia and Paige when Rose's ass gets exploded on TV. Like, just the reaction is just giving me life.
And I want to see the tension between Cameron and Alicia Fox.
Alicia, oh my god, I can't wait.
I hope Alicia threw her phone in the pool. I hope it's the phone.
I want to see Alicia like go in on Cameron. Like, I like Cameron on the show, but I want to see Alicia like get in there, set her straight.
But clearly, I feel like after she threw the phone in the pool, I think that's when we get the scene when Alicia's like, she wants to kill me. She hates me or whatever, and she's holding like a freaking butcher knife, and like. I don't know.
She probably drew like some like card for like people who do like really good weaves, and then Cameron's like, "That's all I had."
Oh, quick little side note. A quick little side note on Cameron. Cameron has a quick little trailer for her Bye Bye video.
Bye Bye.
It's coming out. And I'm kind of mad at her because she had that ratchet weave in when she filmed the video, and like, I don't know. I feel like
it's like the bootleg Nicki Minaj wigs.
Yeah, it's like a really bad one. But I feel like this music video is just gonna. I feel like it's gonna generate her a little attention. Because like it looks so like I don't know, it was produced pretty well, I will say.
Better than Naomi's?
Yes, I have to say it. I feel like that little 17 seconds I saw of it seemed better than Naomi's, and I want this to be her theme song. I really do. I want it to be her theme song. And
like the actual song, or like for like CFO like remix it.
Yeah, they can remix it. They can do whatever they want with it. But I want that girl bye bye to my life. I want all that shit, and I want her to come out.
I like to see her go bye-bye. That is deep.
The number one person on the roster that still needs a theme song is Naomi. We have to put her first.
How about we get Cameron's song and give it to Naomi as a theme song? Catch that shade.
No, don't give my girl the scraps, dude. No. Especially anything from Cameron. So not Layla getting Michelle McCool's theme. No, not today.
With the total Divas thing, we've kind of gone over everyone from the show apart from Eva Marie. So what do you think she's going to be doing this year, like in this part of the season?
Getting into town, please.
Sitting her ass at home, signing calendars.
What do you think, like Eva Marie?
I better see her as a performance center, because if I don't, I'll go off.
Same, Blake, same.
Like, if I do not see one, I'm talking like throughout the entire season, if I do not see her once at the performance center, I'm going to go off, and B, I'm done. I can't, like, I'm holding on to this girl, I'm giving her hope and everything, but if I don't see her at all the performance center this entire rest of the season, there's no hope for her. I can't do it anymore. I'm over it.
Do you think we'll see the reason that she's been off telly?
Yes. I think we'll see why.
We'll definitely see why. And you know, with Eva Marie, I just have to defend this girl because I'm sorry. I see why she's with. All right, everybody has a purpose in this business. I feel like AJ has a purpose. Naomi has a purpose. You know, the Bellas definitely have a purpose. I feel like all these even have purposes, and I feel like Naomi has a purpose. I'm not Naomi, Eva Marie. Unlike a girl like Rosa Mendez, because Eva Marie is. I say this countless times. She's a socialite. She's exactly what WWE wanted her to do. They want her to be the top girl on. Me and Mike were talking about it in our interview, and she's just. I don't know. She's just a pretty girl that has a lot of people that watch Total Divas that do not watch wrestling. They're all infatuated by Eva Marie. They all think she's pretty. They love the red hair. She stands out. She's a beautiful girl. She's on Maxim. She has over 1 million followers. She's doing exactly what WWE wants her to do. So when people want her to get the fuck out of here, like, oh, she can't wrestle, she sucks, I feel like WWE don't give a fuck if she can't wrestle or not. As long as she has people talking about her and she's trending and she's on Total Divas, she's one of the popular divas, she has like over 1 million followers, I feel like they don't care because WWE knows that social media is the new trend. It's the new thing. Everything's on social media. When they have a girl who's over on social media, there's no way in hell they're going to let her go. No.
I mean, Rosa Mendez can't wrestle and they still have her ass there, well, so I mean.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's like she never promotes WWE on her Instagram. It's like shreds and like a calendar and stuff like that. Like if you're not shitting, get off the pot even.
I feel like well, then again, like I understand like with her being on that platform and having all these people who do not watch wrestling, for her to promote the business could be it could be great. But the thing is with her, like, I feel like WWE don't care. They just don't they don't care enough because she's a diva. You know what I mean? So they kind of let her do whatever she wants. Like, if you notice, she's one of the few divas besides the Bella Twins that don't have WWE in their handler names. You know what I mean? She still has Natalie Eva Marie. So if she was to leave WWE, there would be no confusion. People could still find her because she's still going by her God-given name. You understand? So, like, some of the things that I noticed with her, I'm like, WWE, they don't treat her the same as they treat other divas. So I really feel like my prediction on why she's with WWE is like 100%. I feel like she's doing exactly what they hired her to do. Exactly. They're not.
But I want her to be a diva.
Yeah, me too. Like,
like a wrestler.
No, she can stay outside the ring for me. Like, she can just be like, maybe an interviewer or just have her sit there at matches, be like, guys, like, it's Eva Marie. Like, don't put her in the ring if she can't fucking do it.
I feel like, all right, remember when they gave the divas, we're getting into it with Eva, so we might as well go in. Remember when they first started up Total Divas, when they were rounding up girls for it, and they had that whole little diva search that wasn't aired, it wasn't mentioned, there was nothing. And Eva Marie was one of the, if you watch the tapes, Eva Marie was taking the bumps better than any of the other girls on that shit. A lot of the girls were kind of messed up. I feel like Eva Marie really stood out over there. So I see.
So what the fuck happened?
I feel like you've seen her. The thing that happened is they didn't train her. They didn't train her at all. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't sit her down. They didn't give her any tips. They didn't show her any tapes that we know of, because clearly nothing's showing. I feel like before her matches, she'll probably sit backstage with Nattie, and Nattie will probably tell her, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, and then they'll go into the ring. She'll go over it with Nattie maybe a couple of times before they go out to the ring. Because Sarah Del Rey is down at the Performance Center. She's not traveling with these girls that are going city to city to city. Eva Marie needs to be sitting down at NXT where she belongs. But the thing is, WWE won't let them do that because it goes back to my prediction. She is a socialite. They want her to be the social media girl on the main roster on a hit reality show on E. That's all they want for her, and she belongs to them. That's all they want with Eva Marie. They don't give a fuck about her wrestling. That's it.
And I even pointed it out to you on the channel. I was like, if you go on the roster on W.com, they have the Raw roster, SmackDown roster, all that type of stuff. But when you go under the SmackDown roster and the Raw roster, of course, you have all the main roster divas there.
She's not listed.
She's not on the Raw or SmackDown roster, but when you go to the Divas roster, she's on the
there.
Divas roster.
Exactly. It makes sense.
She's not on the SmackDown or Raw roster. She used to be on the Raw roster, but then they moved her to just the Diva roster.
I just feel like they don't have Eva do that much to start with, though, because it's not like she's at, like, every single wrestling thing when they make an appearance, like, be a star and stuff. She can still be down at the Performance Center. Like, they always call Nikki and Brie for those kinds of things. Like, girl, you can be down there getting training. I don't care if they're not, like, if no one's calling you, like, build them out. It's like, Eva, get your ass down here. Like, girl, go down there and learn something, because it's fucking tragic when you can't do a DDT, but, like, a 6-year-old can.
But then it goes back to what
Okay, that was a pretty sick-ass DDT. She done main event, to be honest.
She did a good job. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she gets the proper training, she got it down because she has potential. But, like, going back to what Blake was saying earlier about when you go on her Instagram, all she's talking about is magazine covers, this cover, that cover, photo shoot, because WWE signs off for all this shit. They're like, yeah, get out there, get your face out there. The fans know you. They know who you are. Like, sell the product with your looks. Like, Eva Marie is gorgeous. Like, you can't take that away from her. The girl is beautiful. And WWE sees that, and they're trying to market her a different way. They're trying to market this diva in a whole separate way. Like, they have all these other divas that are in the ring killing it, like Nikki, Brie, AJ, Paige. These girls are all in the ring. They're killing it. They're doing what they have to do. And then they have somebody like Eva Marie in they box Eva Marie differently to have her push the product. So I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to evolve. They're trying to get bigger and onto that social media thing. And I feel like Eva Marie's their little guinea pig, honestly.
I still think the night after the Total Divas episode premiere, she's going to come back on Raw.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the only time
she'll be back wrestling.
Exactly. It's been like that for the last 3 years. When Total Divas is off air, you don't see Eva Marie. That's
true.
Just how it is.
That is true.
So that's why I don't come when everybody's like, oh, but you like Eva Marie, but you don't like Rosa Mendes, because I understand what they're doing to Eva Marie. I don't have a fucking clue what the fuck is going on with Rosa.
Oh my god.
That's just so I have no idea.
The only thing that you can say for Rosa that Eva doesn't have, I feel like Rosa, she has like she's in debt to this business, because if she wasn't like in wrestling, I think she would be like really fucked up right now, to be 100% honest, because they paid for her rehab, they made sure she like started getting fit and stuff again. So she has like a love for this business. I feel like right now if like Titan Towers were to like to go up in flames, Eva wouldn't shed a tear. She'd be like, oh, that's unfortunate.
I feel like the company, they love Rosa. They like the people backstage. I feel like, she's probably an awesome girl. She's probably a sweetheart.
Michael Hayes loves her.
Clearly. They all like the girl. Like, she's probably a sweetheart and everything, but they protected her. She even says, remember when she got told you, she said that this company saved her life. She's like, they saved my life, blah, 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 blah. They got her together. All the shit you just said, Gigi. But the thing is, like, when it comes to, like, her being a character on the show, there's no direction. There's no direction with Rosa Mendes. They just stick her anywhere. And she just sucks. The only way she's shining for me is on Total Divas, being messy, the reality star that's just so messy, and you just want to see, it's a train wreck. You won't look away. You know what I mean? So that's just how she is. And I feel like they're exploiting her in some way, because the wrestling business can be shady. And I feel like it's time to cut her loose and let her go, because she's not going to benefit from anything off this, but just collect them checks. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know she has some small ass checks, because we've seen her breast implants and those are not high quality.
Ooh, fun
You know what? Real quick, with Rosa, honestly, you know how they were like, she was like, I am a veteran. I've been here for 8 years. Stop.
Yes.
They should have just, if they want to take a veteran on the show, what about Layla? Layla is doing nothing at all and just sitting in the back, and I'm scared for her because I honestly think she's going to get released next year. And they should have just stuck her on Total Divas instead of Rosa Mendes.
I don't think they'll like release her to like she's on Raw randomly and then like she just gets released. I think they will give her some type of storyline to go off on, just because like she's been there for like as long as anyone else.
Yeah, and it would be so weird for somebody who's made such a stamp in the Divas division to just disappear like that. I feel like it would be kind of shady and fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But
I would like to see like someone who used to be a diva and is like doing other stuff now on Total Divas. I think that'd be like something cool to see.
This is perfect. It brings us right into our next topic.
Yep, which is what divas from NXT do we want to see on Total Divas. So we talked about people we want to see get kicked off. Cameron. So let's say one of them left. Who we want from NXT to be on the show?
I don't know. Go ahead, Blake.
Okay, first of all, I would kick off Rosa, because I like her on Total Divas and everything, but if someone gotta go, Rosa's the first one on the chopping block. And the girl I would want to replace her is Miss Alexa Bliss. I think she's perfect for it. She's like this little petite, cute little 22-year-old girl, and I feel like she could be like, she's so sweet. And I feel like with not just the fact that she fits the part, but the fact that we get to see NXT behind the scenes. Because obviously, if she would join the show, we would see like her training with NXT girls, and we would see like her and Sarah Del Rey and stuff like that. And then I feel like either like the Bellas or like Nattie could take her under her wing and stuff like that, and bring her up to the main roster like that. So I would like Alexa Bliss, and then like an honorable, like somebody else I would want. If I couldn't have Alexa, it would be Charlotte. So
yeah, for me, if I was to pick, it would be somebody who's groomed and ready to be on the Divas roster, the main roster, and they can literally start Total Divas their first day on the main roster. And I feel like it would be Charlotte. Like they could show her little stint on NXT real quick before she's getting ready to come up to the main roster and have her talking to the girls. Be like, yeah, I'm about to come up, blah 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 blah, and they can literally document Charlotte's start on the main roster on Total Divas as the rookie diva, because Charlotte truly is a rookie diva. Like Alexa Bliss, I have to say she's probably my second choice to come in, so I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And but with Charlotte, I feel like she's a rookie diva. This is where she started. She's a flair. She killed it down at NXT. She has all this momentum behind her. Starting with NXT, they could promote NXT heavily with somebody like Charlotte being an NXT Women's Champion, coming over to Total Divas and just killing it on Total Divas. But the thing is, I feel like that they wouldn't. It's never gonna happen. And another reason is she's married to a TNA superstar. So will they show her husband on Total Divas, a WWE program?
Who's her husband?
Bram from TNA. I just found out recently too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe it. It was Nikki and Blake telling me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
Girl.
Yeah. So my pick is Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was going to go with... Oh, go ahead, Sam.
No, it's okay. You go first.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Alexa at first, but then I'm like, I want to see someone like you said, Jaymes, that's like about to come up to the main roster. So Charlotte, and plus she's like, everyone knows who like Ric Flair is, so I think that's gonna be good for her, because Nattie's also supposed to be like the second generation diva, but no one really knows who the Anvil is. So I think that'd be good for her. Like, my dad's Ric Flair, and then she has like the kind of like bitchiness to her, so I think she'll be like one of the bitch divas, like Summer Rae or like Eva Marie in the first season. And then also, like you guys said, Alexa Bliss, just because I think she's like super cute. So I think she would be the one that's like still in NXT. We get to see like backstage NXT, a girl that's like working to get onto the main roster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's good. If you'd have asked like a couple of months ago, I would have oddly said Veronica Lane when she was there. I just think she was really interesting, like on social media. But like from now, I kind of like, I disagree with you all saying Charlotte. It's just, I think, judging at how Nattie's career has been, I wouldn't say hindered or whatever, I don't know. I wouldn't want Charlotte to go for the same thing, and I think Sasha Banks would be quite good for it because of like her background in like independent wrestling. So maybe they could talk more about that and her actually physically working her way up through everything, and her character would probably fit in as well.
I don't think so. See, me and Nikki talked about this. Me and Nikki Blake. Sasha, I love Sasha, but I feel like if she was on Total Divas, it would kind of hinder her character because she's such a great bitch heel. And for her to come and play nice with divas on a reality show, I just don't. I like the mystique of Sasha Banks, how bad she is. I feel like they need to keep her off of reality television.
But then again, that's how I feel about Charlotte. I feel like she's above Total Divas.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it.
Yeah, we've seen like a few divas. Total Divas, it killed. In my opinion, it killed Naomi's career. And now that she's off of it, she's getting a major storyline now. I think, like I said before, I think it hinders divas when it comes to diva storylines, and I don't want that for Charlotte because she's above Total Divas. She's like the full package. She's ready to go, ready to get the Divas title already. Like, she's already ready.
Well, look at Paige. Paige is amazing, and she's still on Total Divas. Nikki Bella is a top diva right now, and she's on Total Divas.
But we really haven't seen what Paige is going to be getting like from Total Divas. We've seen that she's like scrapping with.
That's what I think is going to happen. I'm glad that Paige is going to be on Total Divas, but like, I honestly think that Total Divas is going to ruin her.
I don't think they're going to ruin her. Come on. You can't always...
No, I don't think they will.
You can't
I think Nikki Rose is going to ruin her, I swear.
No. Paige is going to be in WWE for a while until they really... If she fucks up or if WWE fucks up and they don't use her properly and she wants to go somewhere else and it's her decision, I feel like she's going to be with the division for a while because she's so young. But that's why I feel like you can't always be in the spotlight. You can't... Because it gets boring. Look at AJ Lee. Like, people are like, oh, I'm sick of AJ. It's always 5 moves from her. It's 5 moves because she's always in the spotlight. That's why AJ be taking her breaks in between when she drops her title, she'll take a break because she's at that statue right now that she can. She's above it all. She's a top bitch, so she can leave. But when it comes to Paige, I feel like they can let Paige sit out of the spotlight for a little bit, not too long. Like have like I would like to see Nikki go feud with Nattie after this. I want a nice feud with Nattie because Nattie's been sitting out of the spotlight for a while now.
Oh yeah, because they both can work that mic. Goddammit.
Well, they're gonna need some help, but I feel like come on, they gotta get out there. They gotta get the mics in their hands to learn. Gigi, you know I'm all about growth with these divas.
Yeah, Nattie didn't have the mic in her hand for how long though? Like Nattie has been around as long as like Vince McMahon Sr. Like
I know. I'm not gonna argue that because I know Nattie's not that great, but I feel like I don't know. I feel because they could pull off.
They would have good matches. I think the matches would be pretty on point.
They have so much good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so yeah, let's just kick off camera and bring Alexa or Charlotte, and that would just be great. It would be so good. And
Alexa would be a really good choice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that it would ever actually happen, like, in the future?
I can see them having Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte. Do you see Total Divas going for a very long time?
Yeah, they're the second they're the second highest rated show on E. Like,
yeah, especially
it's not really that big over here, so I don't really know.
I'm sorry.
We get Total Divas over here, but on the E network. But like ours is like season 1 over here because I watch it online. So
oh damn,
I don't know how big it is over here compared to over there.
Oh damn.
It's soon to be the biggest show because the Kardashians is going to be ending soon, so they're about to be like the #1 show. So I'm sure like you might get like a good 10 seasons or something, or are we just gonna have like keep getting all these new divas on rotation for years and years to come?
I feel like WWE has such a good partnership with E right now, like it's really strong that they are gonna keep pumping out these seasons. As long as WWE has a Divas division, I feel like Total Divas will keep going on until the ratings just start to fizzle out. That's it, because they do fit the criteria. It's a bunch of beautiful women on a catty reality show, and that's what E is all about.
Yeah.
They love their catty girl reality shows. They have the Kardashians, they have the other one with the kids of Beverly Hills, rich kids of Beverly Hills, whatever, and now they have Total Divas. So I feel like the Total Divas is pretty much cemented on E right now. They're 3 seasons in. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we talked about Nattie, and recently she did an interview with like this UK place area. It's a Nattie interview, so I skimmed the scandal. But she talks about her relationship and seeing it on TV and seeing how they really are, and she felt like a disconnect from Tyson. And then they asked her, well, is the show scripted? And she said her parts aren't scripted, and that people thought these problems were really going on with her, but they really are. And then they talked about how short the match was that she had with Charlotte on Raw, and she's just like, we maximize our time the best that we can, and she doesn't really rip WWE for anything in this. And then how the NXT girls get more time, and she's like, oh yeah, I try to be everywhere on the app, everywhere. And then Vince and his brass ring comment, she's like, I'm gonna grab the brass ring. I've been here for years, but I've been trying to grab it, there's just baby oil on it, I can't get to it.
I like this interview.
Thoughts on this Nattie interview?
I thought it was a cute interview. I thought it was pretty quick. It's like he asked her a couple of questions, and I feel like Nattie was honest. She talked about how she thought it was cute that the fans thought it was scripted, her and TJ, and she said that she said that she didn't even realize that her and TJ were having all these issues until she looked back at Total Divas and saw the problems. And then she said that both their mothers were like, oh, I don't like this, you guys need to fix that. So she really likes that the fans couldn't believe that her and TJ. She likes the idea that the fans like her and TJ together. And the whole thing about her and Charlotte, she said that she doesn't control what WWE says. She's like, if WWE wanted them to go out for 2 minutes, fine. She's like, it was just to promote TakeOver, their little pay-per-view. But she said that she's sure that there'll be a match with her and Charlotte where they're on the main stage and they could shine. And then I also liked when she talked about the NXT Divas getting more time. And she said, that's why I like to go to NXT. And she said that she looks around backstage and she talks to Triple H. She says she always looks both ways before she tells Triple H that that's her favorite show. And, it's everyone's favorite show. So I'm glad that, like, people on the roster, like Nattie, that's up there, like somebody as talented as she is, approves of this show. And she likes the work that the Divas down there are doing. So I think it's cool. I thought it was a cool interview and it was a cool little insight on Nattie.
Anyone else? Thoughts?
Are you gonna go, Sam, or?
Go ahead.
I think they covered like everything really. I don't like Nattie on Total Divas. I like her as a wrestler, but not on Total Divas. So I thought it was kind of cute the way she's saying like she's glad about the fans thinking her part was scripted because of the divorce. Like it kind of gave her a bit of, I don't know, edge. I want to say like people thought that she was acting, but she wasn't, kind of thing. I mean, I just don't really like her on the program. She just bores me. I'm sorry.
What's it called? Well, yeah, James pretty much covered everything, but she did say at one point she was like she addressed Vince McMahon's brass ring comment, and she said something like, well, I'm on Total Divas, and all the Total Divas, we put our life out there and everything, and if that's, and like, we do it, and like, it takes a lot for us to put our personal life out there, and she said, if that's not grabbing the brass ring, then I don't know what is. And I think he meant along the lines of, I still think he shouldn't have made the comment, because like, I mean, if you think they're not grabbing the brass ring, obviously if you give them storylines, then they're going to want to take the brass ring for it. But if you're not willing to let them have time or let them do certain spots or do certain things, then obviously they're not going to grab the brass ring because you're controlling it. So if anything, if he's thinking that they're not grabbing the brass ring, then that's his fault because he's the one who's controlling WWE and he's the one who's controlling it and has final say. So I feel like Nattie on his doing.
I feel like Nattie was right about the Total Divas because she said that she feels like when Vince made that comment about grabbing the brass ring, she said that she absolutely feels like the Diva division, the ones that are on Total Divas, she said she said the past ones that were, and the ones that started off with the division with the Total Divas and the new cast members, she said that she feels like all of them grab the brass rings because ever since Total Divas started, Divas have been getting stronger roles on television. They've been wrestling 2 matches. Come on, we're getting 2 Diva matches at pay-per-view ever since Total Divas started. So I really do agree with Nattie about the Divas grabbing the brass ring because the Divas felt like this is our chance. We have having a reality show. We need to get out there. We need to go Raw. We need to do a show. And the first 3 seasons were successful. So it's paying off now because the Divas are being utilized. They're all in different storylines now. Nobody's sitting in the back, sitting on their hands. So I feel like they did somewhat grab the brass ring as much as they can, because WWE always puts their hands on their shoulders and shoves them back down when they try to branch out. So that's why I agree with you, Blake. There's only so much they can do until Vince tells them that's enough.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's saying that they're not grabbing the brass ring, I don't understand. Like, 2014, the Divas grabbed the brass ring. Period. Point blank. And this was like the year of the Divas. They're having, like you said, 2 matches on pay-per-views, getting storylines. So I don't know what he's talking about with the Divas taking the brass ring. If anything, you need to direct that towards like the superstars, because in my eyes, and I know I may be biased because I'm a Diva fan, but I still think that the Divas outshine some of the superstars this year.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially the NXT.
But I think in Vince's eyes, the Divas can never grab the brass ring. Though, like he doesn't even think of them when he like said that comment.
Come on, look at Charlotte. I feel like Charlotte's grabbed the brass ring over so many superstars. When I tell you, after her take, right, I'm on Tumblr. I'm on Tumblr strong. I follow a lot of people on Tumblr. Most of the people I follow on Tumblr aren't wrestling fans, right? The only wrestling fans I have is honestly Gigi, Sam, and like 2 other wrestling fans I follow. And then on my timeline, on my Tumblr, was all Charlotte's moonsault on NXT TakeOver. Everybody's like, wow, wrestling's cool. They're doing this in wrestling. A lot of people were posting, and I was noticing it, that I even reblogged it on mine, because I don't really put much wrestling on my Tumblr. But when I saw that on my Tumblr, I was like, wow, Charlotte's really crossing over. And people were really amazed by this girl and how athletic she is. So I really feel like if anybody grabbed the brass ring this year, it's Charlotte. She's just people are like, oh, it's because he loves her, blah, blah, blah. But you cannot deny the talent on that girl.
I agree with you.
There is no way. So I feel like when it comes to the Divas division, I feel like he was talking lightly. I feel like the people he was talking about were probably like Miz, Damien Sandow. It's all these yes men that are afraid to speak out in the business. And back in the day, guys used to speak out. And I feel like Vince kind of wants that back. He wants that. But there's only so much you can do in a PG era. Like, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. They're just in a tough position.
And then the last guy that spoke out was CM Punk, and we're here now, so.
Yeah. Look at what happened to him. He spoke out for too long.
I like
there was a line and he ran.
What Total Divas want to get rid of, but Nattie's like name never comes up, even though she bores us. Because I feel like this year, like Tyson gained more like recognition from Total Divas than Nattie did. Like we know more of Tyson's character than we know about Nattie. Like he's like a douchebag. Like that's what we got from Tyson this year. And
his
Nattie.
His character developed more than Nattie's character.
I feel like they're a package
Nattie's
deal.
like so one-dimensional.
Well, Nattie, she needs TJ. Period. And TJ needs her. Period. And I feel like that's like the Bella twins. It's like Nikki being on Total Divas without Brie. They've been knowing each other for so long. They're a package deal. They're just a married couple. So I feel like Tyson. I would never want Nattie off of Total Divas. I can't. I love her and Tyson's bickering. I think it's perfect for TV. I love how much Tyson's such an asshole and he just drags his wife through the mud. I love it. It's entertainment. So I feel like if they took off Nattie and replaced her with, I don't know who, if they took on Nattie instead of Naomi, like I feel like Naomi was the right one to go. Like, as much as I love the girl in the ring, she was the right one to go. And Nattie brings more drama to the television. Come on, Nattie. Nattie was fighting with Summer Rae. She was the first one to get physical. Like, no.
Yeah, she was, like, snatching and
everything. Yeah, but they've got rid of Summer Rae, so now she's irrelevant.
No, I think that she's going to stop fighting with somebody else, or she's going to fight with her husband. Nattie is bitchy and naggy. They need that for TV. Like I said,
they made a mistake getting rid of Summer.
You think so?
They made a huge mistake.
I'm telling you guys right now.
Really, really do.
Tom made a comment about it on Twitter, and I 100% agreed with him. He says that, okay, well, since Total Divas doesn't have Summer anymore, she's going to get released next year, and I honestly think she's going to get released.
You think so?
I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't... He said Summer and Layla are going to get released, which I do think is going to happen. I know I said on last show that, they're going to just put her with a superstar, no big deal. But I'm just, like, seeing another person say it on Twitter and me thinking about it, I think that she's going to get released.
I do not
so. See it.
I don't think so.
I think she might get demoted back to NXT just because we haven't seen any build-up with her character ever since she left Fandango. She's just been like Summer Rae in the same outfit since NXT. I don't think they're gonna get rid of her because she's like a good spokesperson. She's like, we know she's good on the mic. I think they just have no idea what to do with Summer at all, so they're gonna take her off Total Divas. I feel like it doesn't hurt Total Divas, but that hurts her because she needed Total Divas because that let us know like, okay, Summer is a bitch. She'll steal your man. She'll fuck up your day. Like that added to her. Now she's just like, oh, the chick that Fandango dumped.
But I think that's what's like getting to me.
That's why it's really frustrating.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
I think that's why it frustrates me because, like, she went with Rose's date, that football guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what his name was. And then, like, they're not going to be able to round off the story because she's not on the show anymore. So Rose's story regarding Summer is now irrelevant and makes no sense. And, like, when they show that over here in, like, a year's time or whatever, when they show us season 3, we're going to get the full season in one. We're not going to get the split like we have, like, in America. So it's going to make no sense halfway through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm annoyed.
Oh, what I was gonna say real fast was that I guess the reason why I say Summer's gonna get released and why I have so much like freaking I'm like at a crossroads with her is because like it's not just with her, it's like with every NXT girl who ever started in NXT. I get so freaking frustrated because I know that these girls can go in the ring and I know that these girls can go as far as storylines. But like James, like you said, Paige was watered down. Emma was so watered down, drowning watered down. And Summer was watered down as well. Total Divas, yeah, helped her for a little bit, but she was watered down. I feel like that's why I like the girls in NXT, but I feel like when they get up to the main roster, I don't think it's gonna happen to Charlotte because she's a Flair, but I feel like Sasha, Becky, Alexa, they're all gonna get watered down when they come up.
I feel like they still might fuck up Charlotte too, because they just like mess up on every recent NXT person. Like,
not even the girls, just
over in NXT.
The guys too.
And like Adam Rose was so over in NXT, and I was just like, he's like on the list to get released. If you would have told me that like back when he was in NXT, I'm like, no, he's gonna kill it when he gets up there. That's like fucking up. That's why I don't want like anyone today be like, I'm a fake pretty Ascension. Like,
I'm
it's
sorry.
so great for them.
I have to come in on Adam Rose. Adam Rose, like, his character's good, but his moveset is terrible. He's not.
Yeah, he doesn't
aggressive.
have a moveset. Like it's freaking skipping around the ring
Yeah.
and then dancing and then hitting the.
He
party
is
cone.
not as aggressive as I like. If you're gonna have a party, like look at Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze has that little girly gimmick, but he is so fucking aggressive in that ring. And the moveset on Adam Rose is just terrible. And then
I'm happy y'all know the moveset because every time his matches come on, I go downstairs.
who?
They're gonna revamp him into Leo Kruger. I already know.
I feel like they are after this whole little stupid bunny segment going on. Speaking of the bunny, the
shit.
bunny was
Oh my God,
released.
the fucking bunny.
Did you hear about WWE fucking up and putting the bunny up on their YouTube channel, and then they went and took it down because he was backstage when they were carrying out Ryback, and you can see who the bunny is in the backstage because he had the mask off. So WWE went back and edited it and took him out because they kind of exposed the bunny. I was
Oh my
like,
God.
Who was it? Anyone know?
I couldn't make out who it was. To me, it kind of looked like the guy that plays Sin Cara. I forgot his name.
Funico?
Yeah, I thought it was him for a
Funico.
second. It looked like him from the back. So
Damn, he playing two different people.
yeah, hey, why not? You know what I mean? I feel like more than one person plays the bunny, honestly, because one day he's tall and skinny, the other day he's kind of like short and stout. So it's kind of like weird how they do the bunny.
I think they just stick someone random. Hey, are you not doing anything tonight on TV?
Yeah, you'll be the
Get in the
bunny.
bunny. Get in the
Yeah.
bunny suit.
No.
I think it must smell like ass.
Oh my God.
But yeah, any more thoughts on this Nattie interview or the state of NXT and how I hope Finn Balor doesn't debut anytime soon because it's gonna be so fucked up. Like
They cannot fuck up his character. Swear
the
to God,
Ascension
they're
looks
not.
like the Legion of Doom or whatever with the things on. I can't.
Oh, that's one thing we didn't cover. The Ascension, like their promo on SmackDown.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm excited for them. I'm probably the only one.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited
for them, even though like their characters don't give me any life, but they're good in the ring. But seeing them with like those things on, I'm sitting here like that. I don't know if that's Ascension or I don't know what they're about to do with them. I'm a little bit afraid.
See, here's the thing. I want them to put the belts back on the Usos, right? And when the Usos wins the title, I want the Ascension to come out and kill them. That's what I want.
Yes, James.
And I feel like they can start a good feud with the Usos, the Usos, because the Usos will be they're like the top babyface tag team in the company, and I feel like them going up against a monster heel like the Ascension, who works really well together, the Usos who work really well. I feel like that's just magic. So I feel like they need to put them together and get to it, and
then have them mollywop them in their first title defense. Beat them in the first
right
title
after they wrap up this thing with the Miz, and finally. Put Naomi with the Usos, have her come out with her man and everything, and you could even have them like Naomi get involved with them, and Naomi could come off like how Lita used to do it, come off the top rope on them. They're great bases for Naomi. Have Naomi mix it up with these guys, because I really feel like Naomi, if there's a diva on the roster, on the main roster right now that can kind of mix it up with the guys like that and can't as agile and can fly in the air, it's Naomi. Put her in there. Come on, it worked for Lita, it could work for Naomi. That's how I feel.
I'd like to see the Ascension attack, like, what's his name, Stardust, just so they, like, beat him up so bad that, like, he remembers he's Cody Rhodes, like, they find, like, he's, like, NER, he's like, I'm not Stardust, I'm Cody, and we just can stop with this Stardust shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel so bad for this boy.
Or maybe they could have him Stardust get electrocuted. Remember when Goldust was electrocuted? They could do that, and then have him remember he's Cody.
When Randy and Batista threw him to that thing, I died. And he Tourette's, I couldn't.
Yeah, they could do that with Cody.
I feel so bad for Cody all the time.
Booker T just like watched on the whole time.
But yeah, so the next thing that we have up here is Dasha. She's going to be the new NXT ring announcer. So what the fuck is going on with JoJo? She got Randy Orton digged, then she got sent down to NXT, and now she might not be ring announcing anymore. So
I think JoJo's
what are
ready.
you guys' thoughts on this?
I feel like Dasha's taking the role because Dasha, I feel like she has better stage presence. Honestly, I said it the first time I saw her interview backstage, and that was her first time. She has better stage presence. She looks like a ring announcer. I don't know. She just fits the role better, so I'm excited to see her do that. And for JoJo, I feel like this is our opportunity to get her into wrestling, period. So I'm all for it. Take JoJo out and put this girl in. Boom. That's all I got to say about it. Blake, what do you think?
I'm I'm looking at her. I'm looking at her Twitter account right now. This girl is so hot. I cannot.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
She's really beautiful. She's like a gymnast, pageant queen. But my thoughts on it, the report said that it was her and JoJo doing ring announcing. So I still think JoJo's doing ring announcing, and that she was just there to like get like a little tryout and then take JoJo's spot and then get JoJo off TV, get her into the NXT Divas division. But I'm excited for her. So a new girl in NXT. So I'm all here for it.
JoJo, they could easily put JoJo in a wrestling role, just how Summer Rae was doing the ring announcing role, and then she just attacked Paige and got into the Divas division on NXT. They could easily do that with JoJo, but in reverse, have a heel like Becky Lynch attack her and pick on her, and then she could fight back and get her into. It's so easy to integrate JoJo because the fans already know who JoJo is. She was on Total Divas. She's been ring announcing for a while now in NXT, so it'd be very easy to do that transition. So in NXT, I'm all for NXT. NXT knows what they're doing with their Divas division, so that's all I gotta say. They know exactly.
They always
what
go in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm not even scared.
I'm not worried.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm. I have only just seen this girl now. Like I've just like Tumblr tag searched her, and she's very pretty. There's a picture of her like doing some sort of weird yoga-y handstand thing on a box. So she's clearly really athletic. But
She's a gymnast.
If she's doing just ring announcing, well, I'd like to see her get in the ring just based purely on this one picture because she looks athletic and she has got a good look about her anyway. But I haven't seen her do any announcing. I'm a little bit behind on NXT.
She hasn't done any in like months, so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, she has a pretty good voice, so it won't be like that annoying. I think she's gonna do good. I'm happy they take them. Well, if they take JoJo off of ring announcing and put her in the ring, that'd be great. Because ring announcing wasn't really her thing. We saw the photo where they had to like stack the steps for her to be on there, so the camera could like catch her on there. It's like, girl, this is not for you. I think she'll be good in the ring. She's like small, so I'm sure she can be agile and like get around. I think she'll do pretty good if they're training her right. So I think this is gonna be a good move for NXT.
Hope so.
Mm-hmm.
So our next thing up here, we have Ronda Rousey, UFC Women's Champion. She's like a fucking badass. She's in movies. She's just killing the game right now. And she's a huge wrestling fan. And she was asked, if you were to be in the WWE and be a WWE diva, would you be face or heel? And she said heel because she wants to be Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And she said she can't be rowdy, like she can't be a heel with the name Rowdy. So yeah, so if we ever see her, there's been rumors that she's going to come around. Because we've seen her at SummerSlam, but they want to get her like as a personality on the TV. So if she does, we might get a heel Ronda Rousey. So what do you guys think of this?
I feel like she's a shoo-in, honestly. It's just about timing at this point. She fights for the UFC, I believe. And WWE is all for anybody who's a draw, and this girl's a draw. And JR even mentioned it, and everybody knows I love JR. And JR was saying that this is a smart thing. They could really market her really good, and they could put her like in a WrestleMania match. Because this girl's a draw. She can draw. They have UFC matches where her defending, like when she would defend her title, and it would be a big buy rate. Because this girl's talented. So I would love to see her come into the division and be paired up with a heel diva. Because it doesn't, like, when somebody comes in like cross promotion, WWE always wants to build him as a babyface. You don't have to always do that. Especially like she's coming from the same world as Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? Brock Lesnar came in as they built him as a heel. They can do the same shit with her, and she is a huge wrestling fan. So I really see her coming in and doing great things. And she even said that she would like to bring her squad of girls with her. They call themselves the Horsemen or whatever the hell they call
The Four Horsewomen.
Yeah, the Four Horsewomen. So I think it'd be
I would
cool.
not want to be in a crew named that. I'm sorry.
I would
Even
love.
though Ronda Rousey is really pretty, a horsewoman, not good.
I would love to see them, her and her crew. I would love to see her and her crew come in and just smash on the Divas division. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah,
just
that's
have
awesome. Like the way Karma was supposed to do
Right.
it, she can finalize it.
Yes, she could come in and do it and be the true like anti-diva. You know what I mean? Well, I think it'd be cool.
So if she's coming in
I
as like a
hope,
UFC,
like-
what are you gonna say?
Yeah, I hope like if she does come in, they don't give her some sort of like gimmicky thing. I hope she does come in as Ronda Rousey from UFC, here to kick all your faces in kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like if she does come in and she's still a UFC fighter, like she's still on contract with UFC, don't have her like do what they do with every other celebrity and have them like beat the girls and like beat down your division and she like wins at WrestleMania. Please don't. Please don't. So if she comes in like she's done with her UFC and she wants to be a diva now, go right the fuck ahead. Let her beat up these girls. It's gonna be like great press. It's gonna be like, oh well, UFC got CM Punk, we have Ronda Rousey. Like that would be like some hot shit.
That's why I feel like WWE can't pull the trigger on it because they feel like they're in competition with UFC and UFC don't feel so. But I feel like them stealing one of their top stars, which even though she's from their newly developed Divas division, women's division in UFC, I feel like them bringing her in and integrating her in their Divas division will only like better them, honestly. Because she'll come in and the girls can teach her things and she can teach the girls things. So it'd be great. It's a good dynamic to mix.
Do we want Ronda Rousey as well?
Isn't she?
No.
No. Isn't she in The Expendables 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
The new movie? Yeah, I thought she was. I had a feeling. We got a copy of it in work today, and I was like looking, going, I'm sure that's Ronda Rousey. But yeah. Well, oh my gosh! Like, what if she came in and was like Sister Abigail?
I'm sorry?
What if she came in and was Sister Abigail?
Oh my god, she'd be bigger than Bray, like Sister Abigail.
I know. I just like a weird little brain fart. And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Sister Abigail needs to hurt.
Oh, my thoughts on her being in WWE. I think she is a shoo-in, like James said. I think it's inevitable that she'll have a run in WWE. I can just like picture it right now, like for example, like let's say it was like this year, like next year when she comes in, let's say whoever wins the Divas title at WrestleMania, blah blah blah, they have a huge celebration the night after WrestleMania, and all of a sudden her music hits, and it's all for those women, and they just mollywop the division.
Yeah.
Like just right in the ring, destroy them.
Remember?
And then they'll make her number one contender. She'll go over right then and there, and she'll just dominate and just like kill. I want her to come in, like y'all said, I want her to come in as a heel. Don't book her as a baby face. Like this girl, she says she wants to be a heel, and I feel like she is the female Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And that I watch UFC. This girl can go in that octagon. I'm talking, she can tear girls apart. Her kicks, oh my god. Talk about Paige, talk about Ronda Rousey. Like she is the female Brock Lesnar. Period.
Remember when Trish Stratus, Molly Holly, and Gail Kim walked down to the ring to whip on Christy Hemme on a Monday Night Raw? I would love for whoever is the Divas champion after Mania to be in the middle of the ring, just talking so much shit. I am the champ. I want, even if it's AJ, I would love it if AJ won the title back at WrestleMania this year, and AJ is in the ring talking about how she won the title again, and she's on top of the world, and then all of a sudden Ronda's theme song just hits, and the 4 horsewomen walk out to whip AJ in half. Can you believe? You know that shit would trend like crazy.
I like to see more like
and I'm not talking about like beating them up. No, I'm talking about those girls throwing them into the steps, throwing them into the barricade, putting their asses to the announcer table, and like hitting them with microphones. Yes, like the female Nexus. I want them to come in and like destroy the ring, and put them through announcer tables, hit them with microphones, hit them with the bell.
If that's the case, I hope Nikki Bella wins.
You need to calm down. If your girl wins it,
so are we all in agreement?
Molly Wild.
So we're all in agreement that at WrestleMania, if this is to happen, we want Eva Marie to be champion.
Oh,
is that agree?
No.
If I ever hear your new Divas champion, Eva Marie, I'm just going to stop watching wrestling.
I think if that was to happen, I think that's the time to pull the shotgun and give Rosa the belt.
Yes.
Give it to Cameron. Just give it to Cameron.
But wait, hold on. Do y'all guys actually think that could happen? I think that could happen.
I think it could happen. Because, all right, the Divas division, you know how they're trying to, like, build up the Divas division and just make it more girty. And I feel like they're really starting it with NXT, having these hard-hitting matches like Sasha and Charlotte. All the matches on NXT are brilliant. Bailey, all of them. They all can pull off great matches, not just Sasha and Charlotte. But I'm saying, like, you see the whole new trend that's starting down at NXT. It's eventually going to carry over to the main roster. And I feel like by then, when Ronda Rousey makes her debut, they can come and do exactly what you said, Blake, and come and just shit on the Divas division and just destroy the ring, destroy the Divas, rip signs from the fans, cuss everybody out. It will go over. The Diva fans will lose their mind. Guys, I would probably have an aneurysm watching that shit. I would lose my mind.
So would Vince. He'd be like, oh my god, women are doing something good. Oh my god.
And then if like she did like training, like of course she had to get trained to be a diva. She already has a fighting skill background, so she could pick it up real quick.
Right.
So like the holds and stuff are pretty similar, and the Scar knows how to fight, so she can bring some of her UFC into matches. Oh my god, she would break jaws.
Well, she's only like in her late 20s, isn't she?
Yeah, she's young.
She's 27.
So she's got like a long time ahead of her, and isn't she supposed to be in the new Fast and Furious movie?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
With The Rock. So that's obviously going to be some sort of, she can get in that way, like, connection-wise.
There's been so many rumors escalating over the past few months. Like, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Even if for a little bit, she's going to get her run in WWE.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, I just let it be Ronda Rousey, because I've seen some of them other UFC girls. I was like, god damn, don't put them on any type of TV.
Thank you.
Oh, Ronda's pretty, though. She's a pretty girl.
Yeah,
so,
she's
pretty. Yeah, she's very pretty.
Yeah, and she fits the diva mold. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like WWE would. Like, she's a shoo-in. Like, it's just about timing. It's when they're going to do it. That's it. Or in how.
So, WrestleMania 31, Rosa Mendes is the champion.
I'm calling, let it be known, right here, TPP, I'm noting it right now. I'm calling it the night after WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey, by herself or with the Force Woman, will mollywop the division, or the Divas champion.
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
I'm calling it too.
Or some type of, or she debuts, or something. She's going to be there but after WrestleMania. A debut of some sort.
Let's hope.
Why should just be in the audience and one of the bitches gets too close and she just like pulls them over the barricade?
Or, you know what else they can do? They can have a heel diva come in and just beat up on the diva who's the champion, and then she could come in and make the save. Like, either way, she's going to be involved some way, somehow, however WWE wants to write her into the show. The girl is going to be with the company sooner than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about next year. That means this year's coming to a close. And as we know, it's Christmas. The holidays are coming up. And we decided it'd be cute to do a little segment. Naughty or nice divas. What divas are going to get presents from us this year, and what divas are getting cool? So I'll go first. Obviously, who's getting gifts from me is AJ, because she just did great this year. Paige, because her debut was stellar. She found some great matches, especially with Alicia Fox. And then Lana, because Lana is Lana, and she just cuts Lana promos, and she has a Lana face and a Lana body, and the bitch is bad. Like, she's just bad. So who's getting gifts from you guys?
The diva getting gifts from me this year will definitely be Paige. Paige is getting a gift. Charlotte is getting so many gifts, and Alicia Fox is gonna get a present from me, and Brad Maddox is gonna get my dick in a box.
I think for me, you crazy. The divas getting gifts from me are Paige for like her outstanding year. You're all gonna hate me, but Emma, because after
I love Emma.
She came back fighting.
I
We
love
already know
Emma.
that.
She can do this.
We already know Emma's on Gigi's naughty list.
Wait,
that one
Sam,
thing.
are you gonna give her the gift or is she gonna steal it from you?
I'd like to.
Oh my God,
propose
you
that
cannot
idea,
let that
I can't
go.
guarantee I would be able to.
Emma's that kid that like
Also
opens the
Summer
gift
Rae as
early and peeks inside.
I'd give a gift to Summer Rae as well for being like the first diva in a WWE film.
Oh yeah.
So like, that's like quite a big thing. So I'd give one to her.
Well,
Bellas.
oh my nice. Wow, I would have never guessed. The first one on the list is Nikki and Bray the Bella Twins, just for another year gracing.
Oh really? Never have guessed.
Gracing me with another
What
year.
a shock!
Gracing me with another year of their presence, and Nikki winning the Divas title. My second present is going to go to two people, Alexa Bliss and Paige, for both making your debuts on Raw and in NXT, and for Paige having an outstanding year. And then the NXT Diva writers are all going to get presents from me, because I'm so proud that all these divas are getting so good matches. You've given us all great, solid Divas pay-per-view matches, so
Oh yeah.
all those people get presents from me.
NXT needs a present. All of them.
Call up some writers.
Yes, that's what I always say. Fuck calling up superstars, just call up the writers. Just get it.
Bo Dallas can go back, Adam Rose can go back.
Oh, I found out what happened to Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas had a foot injury. That's what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fine.
And no one gave a fuck.
He'll be back before the year ends, so you better give a fuck.
Oh,
He's
God.
coming.
I'm not even kidding. He'll be the time where I'll go get, like, some food.
Yeah, he was out for
Trying to
6
win the Rumble, you guys.
weeks.
We got to leave.
Holy.
Oh, my goodness.
But yes, on to my naughty list. The first one is the doctor that told CM Punk he's not going to cut out his staph infection. You son of a bitch. Got my babe all fucked up and shit. Next is, of course, Emma, because she stole shit from Walmart in the
Oh,
mugshot.
Boo! Stop.
You can never let that go. I can't with you, Gigi.
I'm not until she does something amazing. Like, the minute like she does something good on Raw, I'll be like, what happened? She got arrested for what? I'm acting like it never happened. But if you look up Emma, the first thing that pops up is like arrest and not nothing else. So she gets my cold. Cameron for being Cameron and taking up paychecks and just taking up time. And why are you here? And your weave and the state of your face, just you get coal. And the Bella twins, they can share a piece of coal just because they didn't give me any life this year. They didn't make me happy. They didn't make me sad. The Bella twins were just there. And the Bella twin promos. I wish you died in the womb. You didn't let me drive the car. Blah 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 blah. So that's who is on my list for who gets my coal.
Who's
Okay,
getting my
Gigi.
coal? My coal would obviously Rosa Mendes for still having a job. She'll get a present. She'll get a pink slip and coal. That's for me. The other damn, who was it? She was on the tip of my tongue. Brie Bella for being. I'm sorry. She was on the top diva feud this year. She was on the top feud this year, and she was just terrible. She couldn't hold her own. Stephanie had to carry her throughout that whole program. So I'm not gonna bill her with Nikki Bella because I feel like Nikki Bella had a strong year. So even though Brie had a strong year, it's so hard, but I gotta give it to her. She was terrible.
I wish you died in the womb.
I like that. I liked it when she said it. She could have delivered it
You know
better,
what?
but whatever. And the
You know what,
last
James? You know what?
what?
You know what?
What, bitch?
You know what?
And the next person that I would have to give coal to will probably be, gee, I don't know. I think that's it for now.
Okay. My call goes to, first of all, to Nina, because where the fuck have you been?
She's injured.
I don't give a shit. You didn't do anything. Oh, you're like injured. What the fuck? You've just done a really good film. I watched it last week.
She's back in rehab. You don't hear about that?
What?
She's in rehab. It was on the dirt sheet that I was just reading. I forgot to mention to you guys. Sorry.
Like injury rehab or like.
Yeah.
No, like
health rehab?
they said that this bitch. They said she's been healthy for 2 months and that she's just not going back into rehab.
Well, she's gonna get some call because I don't like her. Layla gets some call for just that fucking clown costume. That was like, no, you deserve
Yes, Sam,
bags
yes.
upon bags upon bags of call for that. And then my last one goes to Nattie because to have sort of like a public divorce on telly is fucking ridiculous. Keep that shit behind closed doors.
Settle your tea kettle.
She needs to settle her tea kettle. I'm so done with Nattie. I just fucking hate her. I really, really liked her, and now I can't stand her.
Well, on my list for who's getting coal, Rosa Mendes. Not only am I going to send you coal, I'm going to send you termination papers.
Wait, job or life?
Ooh! No, don't go there.
Rest on the
I
page
didn't say
termination papers. Have you seen them things?
And then the next one is AJ Lee fans. Leave that in 2014. All of you stand, think you're about it. Say it to my face. And AJ for hogging the spotlight from every other diva on the roster. The WWE
Salty.
the WWE writers, because they let Alicia's storyline flop. They should let that go through fruition. And for watering down Emma and Paige. All of you can get cool.
Them girls are drowning.
Seems fair.
This
Another person that can get cool is Vince McMahon for just how he dealt with the situation with CM Punk. That's it. Because
you know how pull that Vince McMahon probably has? He just like smokes that
he
shit.
don't give a fuck. He's just like, oh, some more throwing in the back. That's it. But like, it's just the way that he handled the whole CM Punk situation.
Wait, I forgot a present. I need to give a present to my TPP family for letting me join the cast.
Oh, my cold heart warms. Welcome, Blake. We love having you, bitch.
Love seeing you, bitch.
Well, that's a good way to wrap up our show.
Yeah. You can follow. So we're gonna like plug ourselves. We'll see you guys maybe in the new year, maybe before. We don't know. When we do a show, we bless you guys with it. So just do. So yeah, you can follow me at __the diva. I'm giving myself cool because I've been a bad girl, and Dolph Ziggler can spank me.
Ooh, girlfriend. Well, you guys can follow me at Jimmy James JAYMES, and Brad's naughty, so I'll spank him because he hasn't been to work. And also, you guys need to check out this new interview that we're gonna have up with Mike, Dynamite Sky. He's a YouTube editor. He does MVs. He does music editing with the theme songs, with Divas, anything Diva related. He does it. And I'm sure if you're a wrestling fan or you're on the internet, internet fan, internet smart, whatever they call it, I'm sure you've seen some of his videos because he does so many cool things. So I suggest you guys check in his interview that should be up now. If you're watching this, whatever, it's there. Just go find it.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at sampele _ SAMPELE _ and on my Tumblr, which is sampele.tumblr.com, where I just moan about life and talk about Ryback a lot. I would like a present of him.
And you can follow me on Twitter at BlakeMode _ if you want to have a Bella stand to follow. And on my Christmas list, I hope I get to see the Bella twins. January 19th. I know it's a little delayed after Christmas, but I'm hoping that the Bella twins can be here for my Christmas.
Oh, that's cool. Are you going to go in early and try to meet them?
Like, I told, it's on Monday night, but so we met this guy last time, and he told us that he went the night before to go, so we're going to go Sunday night at the airport, because they have to fly in. So we're going to go Sunday night at the airport, and we're going to try to meet people and try to get some pictures, and then I'll tell them to watch TPP. So.
Oh, you know what you can do? You should go in call time, because call time for a live show, I think it's 2 p.m. or something like that. And they start coming into the venues early, so you can literally go to the parking lot where the superstars come, and they come up to fans, and they sign. That's how I met a lot of wrestlers. So you should think about that, going down to the venue really early in the day. And you
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
January 19th is Martin Luther King Day, so I don't have to go to school. So I'm waking up like at 9 o'clock in the morning with my friends, and we're going right down there, and we're going to scope out and try to find some people.
And I'm
you
sure
guys are true fans. I would not wake up early for anyone, even Dolph Ziggler.
Really, when I met the Big Show. I met Teddy Long. I met Matt Sindel, Evan Bourne, and I met Dawn Marie.
Oh,
Just Incredible. I have pictures with them, but I will not post them because I look horrific. I can't.
I just like if they have an appearance at like some random place, I'll go there because it's like set up and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, I would wake up any time of the day for the Bella twins, straight up.
I would love. You know what? I was gonna go meet them, but they canceled their. They were coming to Mohegan Sun, but that got canceled, and I really wanted to see Nikki, but that was after the whole little feud started. Well, yeah, Bree would be a plus.
So see James, if you ever met them, like, oh, hi Nikki, Bree, can you take the picture? Like,
I probably would. Like, I'm sorry, there's no shade for Bree. I don't like people like to compare the Bella twins and build them together. I don't. I see them as two separate women. They're just sisters that are twins.
I do too.
Really? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I put them together because like I can't pick one over the other.
Well, I can. That's why Nikki's my girl. I love Nikki Bella. Especially after the boob job, because before I could not tell them apart at all. Only when they speak, that's when I can tell them apart, because Nikki has that rasp speech. She kind of sounds like Tommy Pickles matured. That's what she sounds like. But I love that voice. And with Nick, she's just my girl. I like Nikki Bella, so I gravitate more to Nikki. That's just it. I like Bree, but Bree needs work. You're like, bitch. I know. Well, I guess we're done. It's been fun. I'm excited for Raw tonight. Woo!
Yes.
Let's get it going. Hopefully we get some cool shit, because last week Raw was dry.
Yes, it really was. I fell asleep right through it.
Just like Cameron's weed dries. Dry.
Alright, guys. I think we're done.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.